Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on a special pet that came out in 2014, and actually the biggest pet that ever got made in AQW till this day at least. It is rare now, so you can't get it anymore, unless you bought it in the past, then you can get it back from the buyback shop. And it is of course the OMGZilla Pet, which is a parody of Godzilla. One of my favorite pets in the whole game. And this video is pretty much just a video I'm making to help any of those people that have the pet and they can't get some of the quests done. So I'm just going to be putting in some tips and tricks to pretty much defeat the monsters that you have to, because they are pretty hard, most of them at least. Some of them are pretty easy. And it's just a pretty fun video that I wanted to make, so sit back and enjoy. So yeah, this is the OMGZilla Battle Pet. There was also, so mine's the Battle Pet, which is Legend or Member. So it costed AC still, but it's also Member. And then there was another one which was non-member for the same amount of ACs. Both of them costed 2,000 Adventure Coins in 2014, and then they went rare after a while, and they were in the animated items shop. The shop is still around, but these guys went rare. And as you can see, he is huge. And yeah, I just really like him because of how he's designed and stuff, and his walking pattern and his battle animations, and the items that he comes with are amazing. But yeah, he's a really cool pet. I can show you his animations. That's his power-up animation. It's like a nuclear explosion. I really like it. And he has 2 attacks. One of them is the average Godzilla thing, that where he breathes blue fire or plasma, and then also a slash. Well, he's doing this attack again. 1 second. Oh, that's the quests. But yeah, I really like him. He's a really nice pet. Yeah, but because he's so big, you have that problem with clicking him all the time. Okay, he keeps wanting to do that attack. I guess he's just not in the mood today to do any other attacks. 1 second. There we go, okay. So that's his just claw attack. But yeah, I really like him because of those animations and stuff. But yeah, so the quests that he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests. And some of them are pretty difficult. There is one difference in the Battle Pet version and the normal version's quests, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure one of the quests in the member version, or the Battle Pet version I mean, is easier, and in the non-member version is harder. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm pretty sure it's actually the Groglurk one. Yeah, it is. Yeah. In the non-Battle Pet version, so the other version for non-members, this quest here, you would have to beat the hulking castle spider, I think, which is in boss challenge, but for the Battle Pet version, which I have, you have to beat the dire Groglurk, which is pretty much just as hard. And the reward that you can get is called the Kojou Slayer Daggers, which I have already. I actually have all the items from the quests already from 2014 except for one of them, because he's the hardest boss from the quests here. But yeah, all the items that drop from these quests are all different, and they all have a different percentage to chance to actually drop. Most of them have 10%, some of them have 5%, and I think one of them has 1%. Oh, but yeah, I got that wrong. I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, actually all the items are 10% drop rate. And yeah, actually the quest on the non-member version, which you have to kill the hulking castle spider, it's not the first one, it's actually this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm very positive it's actually the last one. But yeah, so for the first quest you would have to beat dire Groglurk, which is this guy here, and he's not that hard, but the thing about this area, the boss challenge, all the bosses here hit pretty hard. They might not have that much health, but they do a lot of damage. I can show you that here. Yeah, it does quite a lot of damage. 800 in just a hit there, and he killed me just then. So yeah, can be pretty tricky. You definitely need a party of people, at least probably 2 or 1 Oracle and a Chrono. So if you did want someone with a Chrono to be there, I would go with Chrono Dragonite, because he can dish out a lot more damage than Infinity Knight in the time frame that you have for that fight, because that Diagrogler can do a lot of damage, as you can see. But when you do actually get the reward eventually, so it's 10%, which is pretty good compared to a 1% drop, so it won't take that many kills to actually get the reward. And when you do, they look like these right here. I'll just put the pet away for a second. So when you do finally get the reward, they will look like these. They look pretty nice. They have an eye on the handle, and pretty much they're made out of Godzilla's spine, or Kaiju spines, I'm pretty sure. And I just like the glowing effect on them, really nice design. But yeah, second quest is pretty much the hardest one in here, in my opinion, and it's where you have to beat up the mutated Void Dragon, which is very hard to do, unless you have a full party of 6 people, or 5 people. Yeah, I forgot which number the party goes up to, I'm pretty sure it's 5. But yeah, if you do have a full party of people, definitely have a Chrono Dragonite with a sword that does 50% more damage to dragons, because then it's pretty easy, and at least 2 oracles, and a Arachnomancer or Archfiend to boost the Dragon Knight, because I have killed the mutated Void Dragon 150 times for parts of the Armor of Ore already, but I didn't have this pet at the time because I sold him ages ago. But yeah, if I did, I would probably have this OMGZilla tail by now. But yeah, it's only a 10% drop rate, so I can't really show you it right now, but it pretty much just looks like his tail with spikes on it. No, it doesn't have spikes, it's just his tail. But yeah, nothing that special. But yeah, it's very hard to beat the mutated Void Dragon. As I'll show you right now, he is actually the 3rd last boss in this area anyway. And he was very hard to kill 150 times anyway, but I was in a very big party to do that, since I did that when the Armor of Ore actually came out, so there was a lot of people farming him. But yeah, if you want to do that quest, you can. Also, Kaiju is means monster when translated from Japanese to English. So the 3rd quest here is beat the Underbeast, head to Slash Join Ravenloss. Ravenloss is a really nice place, and when you head there you'll see Underbeasts and Chaos Weavers and stuff like that. And this is probably the easiest quest out of all of them. And your reward here is the OMGZilla Spiked Tail, which is the pet's tail with the spikes on it, which I do have, also 10% drop, and I'll just go to the Underbeasts right now. So yeah, this is Ravenloss, which is originally from Dragon Fable, and there's an Underbeast in here as far as I remember from back then. Not right now, there used to be when the war was actually on, so that might have changed a bit. Here we go. So yeah, as you can see, they aren't that hard at all. They only have 7,000 health, so you don't need a party or anything like that unless you are not a high level really and don't have much health or any really good damaging classes. But yeah, pretty easy. As I said, one of the easiest quests, or the easiest in this whole list here, and I'll just show you what the quest reward looks like. My voice is still recovering, so it's a bit hard to talk. But yeah, once you do get the reward, this is pretty much what it is. As I said, it is the pet's tail with the spikes that go all the way up your back. It looks pretty nice if you ask me, so definitely worth getting. So for the next quest, basically you have to go to /join Venom Vaults, and you have to beat the Manticore a few times. And once you do that, you get the Kojou Slayer Spear after a while of killing him. It's also a 10% drop rate, so it won't take that long. And anyway, these quests are pretty good to do because you get 2000 XP and gold from them. So if you do the Underbeast one a lot, you get some nice XP. You don't have to beat Ultra Manticore, just the normal one, so that's pretty much okay. He's not that hard anyway, with all the materials and weapons we have that do extra damage to Chaos now. So, it doesn't have that much health, only 72,000. You can have a party if you want to, well, you should anyway. And if you have the Corruptor Unlocked Blade, which does 50% more damage to Chaos monsters, definitely use that. And if you're in a party, make sure someone's using a Chrono class. For me, I could just use Chrono Dragonite plus the Corruptor Unlocked Blade, and it will pretty much just kill this guy nearly instantly. So, just have a party with a Chrono class, a healer. You can always remove the poison effect from this boss when he poisons you anyway, but you have to wait a minute to do that again. So definitely have some kind of healer there with you. And I'll just show you how the Kojou Slayer Spear actually looks like. So this is what the spear looks like when you get it. It's kind of like the dagger, but a bit bigger with a huge handle, and yeah, just bigger parts on it. I quite like it. Also has that really nice glow effect, and it's also made out of monster bone or kaiju bone. And I just really like the little glowy bits in the joints of the spine there. Really nice design. So yeah. Now for the next quest. This is also a very hard one. I would say it's actually the second hardest quest on here, other than the Mutated Void Dragon. Actually, this might be the hardest one, actually. Because Binky is one of the hardest bosses in the game, just because he has all the special boss skills or ultimate moves, and he has a bunch of other skills that he shouldn't really have. He's a magical undead man-eating unicorn that Dage made a long time ago, I'm very sure. And yeah, he can lock your skills, freeze you, petrify you, make your skills not load properly. He can just do all this really crazy stuff. He can also heal himself, I'm pretty sure, and put a dot on you sometimes, damage over time. And just a bunch of crazy stuff that is really overpowered. But yeah, for this quest, you might have guessed it, you have to beat up Binky a few times. And you can get the Kojou Slayer Sword, which is also 10% drop rate. It took me a while to get, but I did get it. Binky has just about 800,000 health, which is a lot, and he wouldn't be that hard if he didn't have all the special abilities and stuff that he has. And he also has a special move, which is Shadow Blast, at least that's what I call it, which pretty much one-shots nearly everyone in the room. And with this guy, you definitely want to have a very big party. So like 2 to 3 healers, someone boosting all the damage, so a Stone Crusher is probably the best deal for Binky, definitely, or pretty much any boss, or Arachnomancer, not really, yeah, or Archfiend, not really Arachnomancer, but I'd say Archfiend or Stone Crusher. And Chronos are pretty much useless with him, because he locks skills, and with Chrono classes, you need nearly every skill for the Chronos to actually work properly. So yeah, just a Stone Crusher, a few Oracles, and a Paladin High Lord, or a Doom Knight Overlord with a full party would work pretty fine. But yeah. And when you do beat Binky, you also have a chance, or actually 100% chance of getting his Binky Unihorn, which is AC tagged, which you can also have as a weapon, so there's a bonus there. And you can also farm Dark Unicorn Ribs if you have the hardcore Paragon Pet at the same time while trying to do this quest. So yeah, bonuses there. But yeah, he's a very hard boss, so don't try to do it by yourself because it won't work. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you how the sword looks like. So once you have beat Binky a few times and finally get the sword, you'll be pretty much rewarded with this very nice design sword. I can't remember who actually designed the weapons, but I have a feeling it was Blade. Blade, he's a very nice artist. But yeah, I have a feeling it was him, but I'm not quite sure actually. But it looks like his style. But yeah, very nice design with, as you can see, the glow again. And the glow all around in the spinal cage here, all the joints actually. And then that hook on the end of the blade looks really cool. And the eye again there, and the spikes, or the crystal spikes. I really like this sword. It's probably my second favorite weapon or item that you get from this pet. My first favorite is the staff, which is actually the last one, which I'll show you straight up after this. So yeah, for the last quest, this one is pretty easy too. I would say the second easiest on the whole list here. And it's where you have to beat the Bracken Kraken, which is from a Volta event, and the Volta events are probably my favorite events in the game. They just have a lot of nice characteristic to them, and I love the music. And also, the 13th Chaos Saga is also my favorite. But yeah, this guy is pretty easy because he only has about 22,000 health, roughly 23,000. And the staff is also 10%. 10% or 5%, I'm pretty sure 10%. But it is my favorite one out of all of them. And yeah, you just have to keep killing this guy until you get it. This area is members only, as far as I remember. So you will have to try and get this stuff while you're still member. But yeah, it's a really, really nice staff. So I'll go ahead and actually show you the staff right now. So yeah, for the staff, I went into a darker area so you can see the glow and stuff properly. But yeah, it's my favorite weapon out of all of them. It just looks really cool. I love the end bit here with all the spikes and just the glow around there. And the eye in the middle is amazing. I really love this design here. And it does fit well with lots of armors and would make a pretty good set with some things. But yeah, I just really love the glow effect in the design, so whoever made it, really big props to them. It's just a really nice design. But yeah, that's pretty much all the weapons and the quests. But yeah, that's all for this video, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm really sorry if this went on for too long. My voice is still recovering, so I ramble on a bit, because I'm trying to fix up whenever I stumble and stuff like that. So I'm not used to it right now. But yeah, as I said, I hope you had fun with this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!